Hello, everybody. This is Kimchi Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about knowledge about crypto won't make you rich. Let's dive in. Kathy Wood ARK Invest sells $51.7 million worth of Circle shares as stock hits new high. They offloaded $51.7 million of Circle shares on Monday. Circle's stock closed up 13% at a record $151, nearly five times its IPO price. It was a big IPO. Question here is, did Circle sell all Circle shares they held? Well, it was not. What percentage did ARK Invest sell in its Circle stocks held? They sold approximately 7.6% of its initial Circle position in its recent trades. In other words, they still hold like 93% of their Circle stocks still. So ARK 5x'd in their Circle initial investment and secured a handsome profit. When altcoin goes like 5x or 10x in a very short period of time, which is likely to take place in the second half of this year for sure, would it better make some handsome profits as well? Recently, I added some more altcoins, especially AVAX, On the Finance, and Shiba Inu, and others. Well, Blockchain Group to raise $8.3 million through share issuance to expand Bitcoin holdings. Well, it seems like imitators of MicroStrategy emerges everywhere on the globe, right? Strategy in Ethereum, strategy in Solana, XRP Virgin, they are coming out and there will be more to follow. For example, in Ethereum, there's a company called ShopLink. That's the public company which holds the largest Ethereum holdings right now. DeFi Development, they hold Ethereum and they will keep buying more Solana with another convertible notes. The former ShopLink was led by Joe Lubin, who is the co-founder of Ethereum and CEO of ConsenSys right now. The latter, Development, is backed by Cantor Fitzgerald, which is in which Lieutenant Howard, the U.S. Secretary of Commerce, his son is the president of the Cantor Fitzgerald right now. You have to look around what's going on in this crypto sector. They are pumping. Orchestrated pump on ETH, Solana, XRP is likely to continue, whether you believe it or not. Don't focus on the price only. Hopefully, sometime later, some weeks later, and in the second half of this year, maybe beyond, with staking ETFs, altcoin spot ETFs approved. I hope so, but I cannot time the exact market timing. XRP leads crypto major gains as Bitcoin is continuously tested by Israel-Iran tensions. Analysts are eyeing this week's Federal Reserve meeting for a decision on rate cuts, but it seems like there's no policy announcement. Anyway, polymarket odds on U.S. military action against Iran slide as Trump team proposes Tehran talks. Odds of U.S. military strike against Iran before July slide. Well, who knows? The odds of U.S. military strikes against Iran fall back below 50%. Well, for your information, do you have you ever checked out this? In first Trump's administration, did wars break out? Actually, no. During the first Trump administrations, especially from 2017 till 2021, no official wars broke out between the United States and other countries, despite, for sure, several military escalations like this, tensions, and even missile strikes. But none rose to the level of a formal declaration of war or sustained armed conflict comparable to a traditional war. If history repeats itself, at least rhymes, I suppose Trump loves economic war rather than physical war. That's why in terms of probability, I don't think physical war is likely to break out. What if it happens? You might argue me. My question back to you is, what can we do about it? What if the war just breaks out? What can you do about it? We can choose what to do as an investor. What I'm saying here is it's out of our reach. And then worrying itself won't help at all. As an investor, I'd rather buy the dip if war really breaks out. Well, Trump's Truth Social has filed for a dual Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. It's like a hybrid ETF. Despite 31 plus ongoing altcoin spot ETF applications, they are in review by the being reviewed by SEC. Retail sentiment seems miserable, according to Coinbase App Rankbot. Well, it was out of 400, and now it becomes like 406th on a global scale. You know, retails are not interested in crypto right now at all. At all. What I'm saying here is it is very important to know something is different from believing something. If you know crypto, if you heard of Bitcoin, Ethereum, blockchains, DeFi's, RWAs, I'd say that is necessary, but it won't be enough to survive and even thrive. If you believe crypto innovations, revolutions, I mean for real, including tokenizations, DeFi, stablecoins, staking, ETFs, etc. Well, I think you can not only just survive, but in the end, you will succeed. As for me, I squeezed my wallet and bought to dip more quality coins, as I mentioned. However, it feels very bad because it seems like it cannot change the whole game because it was just I have some unrealized loss in certain altcoins for sure. It seems like it cannot change everything. But as for quality altcoins, I don't much care about average purchase price of those crypto assets. Instead, I kept focusing on the number of coins. How many Bitcoin do I have? How many Ethereum did I accumulate? How many Solana? How many XRPs? I think that's more important than the average purchase price. It's a game. The crypto investment is a game. We all can win, but it will take longer than expected. That's why it needs your conviction. Not just I've heard about something. No, you've got to study everything crypto, everything DeFi, everything tokenization, everything BlackRock, everything the history of finance, everything you've just related to just crypto assets to attain full conviction. Not I wish something. No, it's something like more vivid picture just coming out of your head without hesitation. If you hold to it with your full conviction, it will pay off one day for sure. What do you think? Thank you for listening.